My name is Ugo Okere. I'm an immigrant. I was born in the southern part of Nigeria and moved to Chicago when I was 3 months old. I've lived in the 40th Ward since I was 9, and I graduated from Budlong Elementary School on Foster Street, and from Lane Tech. I come from a working class family. My father works as a taxi cab driver, and my mom works in a factory just outside the city. My background's in community organizing, fighting for issues like immigrant rights, racial and economic justice, and fighting back against gentrification as chairman of Fuerza del Sol on Chicago's southwest side. I've also worked for our communities in local and federal offices, working to understand and solve the needs of constituents. These constituents are some of the same people I live with in the 40th Ward. Our ward has a history of working together to build a just and beautiful community. We came together to support and grow Amundsen High School. We came together to beautify Bowmanville, and we fought back against charter school expansion in our ward, twice. Our community is at its best when the people have a true say over what it looks like, not when politicians or developers decide for us. The 40th Ward has been held back by disconnected and corrupt leadership. It needs attentive, responsive representation that shows up. That's why I'm running for Alderman of the 40th Ward. Our movement rests on 3 tenets. First is co-governance, which means that it's not just me going into city council, but it's all of us. All of us with a seat at the table and government in our hands through supporting an elected school board, and through policies like participatory budgeting and a community-driven zoning process so the people who live here shape our communities, not big businesses and developers. Our second tenet is equity, which means supporting parts of Chicago that need it the most. This means economic investment in our neighborhood Chicago public schools, in the areas of the 40th Ward that have been ignored, as well as the south and west sides of Chicago. We need to move away from regressive sources of revenue towards progressive ones to ensure that the wealthy pay their fair share. And our community needs affordable housing so that folks who live here stay here and those who want to live here can move here. Our final tenet is interconnected struggle. We can't keep looking at ourselves as different sides of the city, because when we do that, we allow politicians to divide us up by where we come from, what we look like, and how much money we make. The city rises and falls as one, and we need to make sure that we're building not just a ward, but a Chicago that works for all of us. There's a growing movement across this country that doesn't put its hope in any one political savior, but puts its hope in each other. This is a movement that rejects the notion that there's not enough for all of us. A movement that is working to build a future for the many and not the few. This movement is for Ravenswood. This movement is for Arcadia Terrace. It's for Andersonville. It's for Bowmanville. It's for Lincoln Square. It's for Budlong Woods. This movement is for us. Join us.